So the first challenge that I'm doing is I am redoing or updoing a sign that my daughter-in-law bought. She's making a wreath for her mother and asked me to help her add some sunflowers to an inexpensive sign that she bought. And so just take a look, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Hey, it's Dorleen, and today I'm playing with my Cricut to add a vinyl sunflower to the corners of this sign that my daughter-in-law purchased. Now, she wanted to have a cheetah print in the center of that sunflower, so I knew it could be done with my Cricut. I already did it, and then I realized I probably should have filmed it, so I'm redoing it for you. So the first thing I do is I go to images, and I'm going to search on cheetah print. So one comes up, perfect, I'm inserting that. So now I'm going to go back to images, and I'm going to search for sunflower. So once I type that in, all their sunflowers that are on part of Design Space will show up. So I'm going to scroll through and find a sunflower that I like. So once I find the image I want, I'll click on that, and then I'll insert it. Now, the one thing you'll notice with the sunflower is it has a shadow, and I don't want that. So I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to pull away the petals, and then I'm also going to pull out that shadow and just delete it. So that center flower, I want it to be solid, so I hit contour, and now I'm hiding all the images, or the contouring all images. So that's what gives it that centerpiece. So now I'm overlaying the cheetah print over that solid circle, and then I'm slicing, and you see how now I have those cheetah print within that sliced circle, or that circle, because it sliced all those little pieces out. Isn't that so fun? So I remove the parts I don't need, and then I decide to go through that circle, and I want to make it a little bit bigger so it fits better within that circle, since it doesn't have the shadow from the original flower. But now I'm just going to go ahead and delete it, because I already did that for you, or for myself, and now I'm going to hit make it, and they're going to cut out of the vinyl. So it's a pretty simple cut. I think I did 5 inches, but once I do my vinyl, I just cut out the area that I'm going to be weeding, or removing the vinyl from the backing. There's not much weeding for this. Matter of fact, I don't think there's any weeding. Although when I pull it out, I do realize that I have a little section that came up with the vinyl. So I just use my tweezers to poke that out, or to pull it out, and then place it on the backing sheet. It's no big deal. And you'll see that little random piece of transfer tape. I think it's so funny because I have 2 new rolls of clear transfer tape, and for whatever reason I was determined to use that odd shape transfer tape. I guess because it's my whole mentality. I don't want to waste any product. I mean, everything I purchase, I'm just like you. I buy my stuff from the store, most of the time on sale. Well, I want to say majority or all the time on sale, unless I'm desperate for a color. So thankfully I wasn't at this point, because I did have that kind of honey yellow, which is perfect for the sunflowers, and then that dark brown for the centers. So once I remove the vinyl from, or the excess vinyl from the backing sheet, I'm going to put the clear transfer tape on top of it, and you'll see me using my scissors, because basically what I'm doing, that piece, as you saw, it was very wonky. So I'm using my scissors to cut where the clear transfer tape is. It's not attached to any vinyl. I hope I'm saying this all right. So then I'm putting it down in a spot where I do need it to cover some vinyl. So I'm basically patchworking this clear transfer tape. Again, it was probably a lot more work than it probably could have been. I could have just pulled out my new roll, but I was determined to use it for whatever reason. So once I rub it on and it's all on the transfer tape now, I realized that I didn't clean my surface, so that's why I have my little alcohol right there, just regular old rubbing alcohol and a cotton ball, and I just cleaned the surface really well, let it dry before applying the vinyl. So I figured out where I want to put it, and now I'm going to use my little scraper tool. I know I have a Cricut scraper tool somewhere, but that little Betty Crocker one that a girlfriend gave me years ago sits at my desk, and it's bright red, so it's easy to find. So anyhow, I'm scraping the vinyl on in that corner, and the petals that I'm not going to use, I'm going to cut the transfer tape using a craft knife, and you just see me cutting at the edges of that, where that frame is, and then I'm just going to remove the rest of the transfer tape. Now, one thing I am going to do, I did create another sunflower in that bottom corner, and I reused my transfer tape, because I always feel like you know, of course, unless it's all ripped up. You can reuse transfer tape at least 2, 3. I probably wouldn't go more than 3 times, because the surface that you're applying the vinyl is usually clean because of the alcohol, and it's still sticky. And plus, you don't want it to be super sticky anyhow, because sometimes it's hard to remove off the surface, right? So anyhow, that's just a little tip. So you don't always have to throw out your transfer tape after the first use. And I know for a fact that transfer tape that I used to burnish down the cheetah print center of these flowers was really a good solid rectangle. So I hope you like this, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button below. My blog will also be down below, and stay with me because I'm doing 5 Cricut projects in a row, and I'd love for you to see all 5 of them. So leave me a comment if you like it. Again, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.